Dave, for the rematch, so Alexander, what can we expect in the rematch?
Just keep waiting.
Just keep waiting. He won't tell us. He's holding back.
Oh,
He's holding
what
his
can you
cards
expect
close
from
to his
me?
chest. What can we expect from you?
Pretty much the same. Just a bit of blood, yeah. Got punched on the nose.
And it happens.
And your eyes water and you get hit in the nose.
That's close enough, then, by the way.
The buzz around Tyson Fury grew as he addressed the rumors about his health following his loss to Alexander Usyk earlier this year. Many speculated that Fury had broken his nose during the fight, but he brushed off the claims. Fury explained that there was no serious injury, only some blood, and said it was just a result of taking a hard punch to the face.
Exactly what was wrong with your nose or what wasn't wrong with your nose?
Nothing wrong with my nose.
You're just bleeding.
Just a bit of blood, yeah. Got punched on the nose.
And it happens.
And your eyes water and you get hit in the nose.
That's close enough, then, by the way.
Yes, blood, yeah, so it wasn't broken.
The fight, which took place in May, marked Fury's first defeat as a professional boxer. Now, with a rematch set for December 21st in Saudi Arabia, Fury is focused on redemption. For the first time in years, he's entering a fight as the underdog. Despite the odds, Fury remains confident, leaning on his history of overcoming challenges. He recalled past fights against opponents like John McDermott, Derek Chisora, and Deontay Wilder, where he came back stronger to claim victory. "It was very close last time," Fury said about their first fight. "I'll be a bit more focused, a lack of complacency, and I should do the job. Nothing drastic has to change. A bit more of the same, a bit more focused, and I will be victorious. Last time it wasn't my time to win or God would have given me victory. I'm very happy Usyk got the decision. That was meant to be, and we're going to find out what is meant to be on December 21st. Looking back on his loss to Usyk, Fury admitted that the fight was close and blamed a lack of focus for the result. He believes that with a sharper mindset, he can turn things around. He emphasized that nothing major needs to change in his approach, just a bit more attention to detail. For Fury, the loss was part of a bigger plan, and he feels the upcoming rematch will be his moment to shine.
Pretty much the same from what I did before. Good boxing. Someone of my size and heaviness, it's not normal that I should be able to box
do that.
and move and slip. And so why would I take that away from my game?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. People say to me, oh, you need to be walk forward on Usyk, walking down and hit him, yeah? But if it was so easy to do that,
Everyone would do it.
why didn't Joshua do it, who's a big, strong man who fights like this? Why didn't Dubois do it, who also fights like this? Them men are limited compared to me, very limited. So a man who walks forward like this, to him, is Christmas time, come early.
You understand,
Yeah?
Alexander?
Yeah, you understand,
Of course
it's
you
not
understand.
stupid. So I am a side-on boxer, slipping, sliding, uppercutting, hooking. So I'm gonna do that, but more focus. Not so much this and little bit more focused on my job. And then I think that's my way to victory.
Fury also reflected on how setbacks teach valuable lessons, not only in boxing, but in life. He said these experiences help him grow as a person, both in and out of the ring. As the fight draws closer, Fury's excitement is contagious. He's eager to reclaim his titles and show the world what he's made of. Confident and ready, he set his sights on December 21st, promising fans an unforgettable performance.
4 weeks to go to the biggest fight of the year, the biggest fight in boxing, me and Usyk, and I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot! Good up, can't wait. 21st of December, the belts are gonna be mine again! Good up.
However, Ben Shalom expressed hope for Tyson Fury, but acknowledged Alexander Usyk as the favorite, praising his consistency and ability to perform under pressure. He noted Fury's likely improvements, but believes Usyk may raise his level even higher. Shalom also commended Saudi Arabia for making the long-awaited rematch possible after months of delays, emphasizing its significance for the heavyweight division's future.
I always backed Tyson for the first one and always liked Tyson to win as the Brit. I can never see a way past Alexander Usyk. I mean, he's proven it time and time again, and I actually don't think that was the best Alexander Usyk that we see, and I think he's going to be better this time. I do think Tyson's going to be better, but I think you have to go with Alexander given the history, as much as I hope Tyson can win. But a great fight, and again, Riyadh Caesar delivering what we could have only dreamed of. I remember that fight took so long to make without their involvement. It was 12 months of back and forth, and we thought it was on and we thought it was off. And I think sometimes we forget how far the sport has come. The fact that that can be turned around that quickly is incredible. And as you said, the heavyweight division keeps moving. It's one that we've got an eye on, and fingers crossed, everything starts to open up after that fight on December the 21st.
Sean Porter expressed confidence in Tyson Fury's ability to win the rematch against Alexander Usyk, pointing to Fury's size and skill as key advantages. He highlighted how Fury not only possesses a size and reach advantage, but also knows how to effectively use them, combining them with speed and strategy. Porter predicted that the entire rematch would mirror the first half of their initial fight, with Fury maintaining control through focus and determination, showcasing a relentless and composed performance.
I actually do expect him to win this rematch. I think he's bigger than Usyk, and that size advantage that he has, he, unlike most fighters, knows how to use that size, that reach, that speed. I think the whole fight will play out the way that the first half played itself out. I think the whole fight's going to go that way. A very focused and determined Fury is a quiet and relentless Fury.
He then praised the various skills the Brit boasts and believes that it will show on the night. He stated, "Fury has so many things in his arsenal that makes him the dominator in this fight. He has to dominate this fight, and he can't afford to let himself get caught off guard." Derek Chisora expressed concerns about Tyson Fury's sparring, suggesting his partners may not be challenging him enough. He contrasted this with Alexander Usyk's aggressive approach, predicting Usyk will be more relentless, knowing he can hurt Fury. While Chisora hopes Fury wins, he admits the odds don't look favorable.
Do I believe Tyson can beat you, Alexander? I look at everybody he's got in his sparring camp. I personally don't believe that you can actually. The sparring partners he's got right now, they're pushing him to be menace. You know, they are in awe of Tyson. You know, they will pull their punches when they're sparring. You know, they will. This is what I'm seeing from the things I see on Instagram. So. I mean, what Alexander's doing is totally different to because I think Alexander's way is more like start fast and finish fast. He knows he can hurt him now, so he's gonna come and try and hurt him. You will not, as he keeps saying, you won't leave him alone. I would love Tyson to win, but right now those odds are not looking great.
Pat Brown expressed admiration for both Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, acknowledging Usyk's exceptional technical skills, while noting that Fury is a bigger, more powerful version of a similar fighter. Brown felt that while Fury performed well in their first encounter, he could have done better, though he emphasized that this wasn't a slight against Usyk, whom he respects greatly. Brown believes that if Fury brings his A-game to the rematch, he will be in for an exciting night and has the potential to secure a win.
And in terms of Fury and Usyk, I've always been a fan of both fighters massively. Obviously Usyk's unbelievable technician, and so is Fury, just a bigger version. I do think going into this second one, like Fury did amazing the first one, but I felt like Tyson definitely could have done better, and that's not me writing Usyk off whatsoever. I respect him massively, but in terms of Fury, I think if he brings his A game, he's in for a treat definitely for that night.
Bill Haney, the father of Devin Haney, shared his thoughts on the upcoming rematch between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. He admitted that he didn't initially expect Usyk to defeat Fury in their first encounter, but now, having seen Usyk's performance, he has become a firm believer in the Ukrainian fighter's abilities. Haney predicted that Usyk would upstage Fury again in the rematch, giving him a 2-0 lead in their series. While he acknowledged Fury's unique fighting spirit and his background in a fighter family, Haney still believes Usyk's skills will be too much for Fury to overcome, placing his bet on Usyk for the win.
Man, I didn't think Usyk was going to do Fury like he did him. You know, so Usyk has made me a believer.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's made me a believer. I think that he'll upstage Fury again.
Oh, so you think it's going to be 2-0?
It'll be 2-0.
Right. I mean, Fury is a interesting guy, man. Doesn't look like a world champion boxer, but you throw him in the ring and
He's a fighter. He's a fighter.
He's a real fighter.
No, he's a fighter. He comes from a fighter family.
Yeah.
You know, his dad, a mastermind within himself. So I expect a fight now. I expect Tyson to come. He's gonna come ready, but I think Usyk will upstage him.
Okay, so you got your money on Usyk.
Yes.
Okay.
Piers Morgan expressed strong belief in Tyson Fury's chances to bounce back from his loss to Alexander Usyk, emphasizing Fury's determination to reclaim his position. He stressed that underestimating Fury would be a mistake, pointing to his proven resilience and history of overcoming obstacles.
British fans want to know, is Tyson Fury going to be able to avenge that loss to Usyk?
He'll want to.
What do you think, Kenny?
I've never ever underestimated Tyson Fury.
George Groves expressed his belief that Oleksandr Usyk will defeat Tyson Fury, recalling when Usyk first moved up to heavyweight and he saw him as a potential dark horse. Groves noted that many people doubted Usyk's ability to compete with heavyweights like Anthony Joshua, and at the time, Tyson Fury wasn't as much of a focus, having only recently returned to prominence after beating Deontay Wilder. Groves acknowledged the argument that a larger fighter might overpower a smaller one, but he believes Usyk's exceptional boxing ability makes him the superior fighter, with better skills than Fury.
Where do you stand on that? What do you think? I know you was quite strong on that as well. I think that you went Usyk as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked Usyk to beat Fury. I remember when Usyk first moved up to heavyweight, I said he's a dark horse, don't write this guy off. You know, we've seen cruiserweights move up to heavyweight and dominate in previous years, and it did seem a bit unfathomable for a lot of people that he's never going to compete with the Anthony Joshuas, or people weren't even really talking about Tyson Fury, I don't think, quite at the time, or maybe he just sort of burst back on the scene beating Wilder. But yeah, I still think Usyk beats him. I think, you know, the argument is a good big un beats a good little un, but I think Usyk is an exceptional fighter. I think in terms of their boxing ability, like, Usyk is a lot better.
Richard Torres found the rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk to be captivating, recognizing Usyk's clear victory in their first encounter while highlighting Fury's resilience. He pointed out that Usyk has a more direct route to fine-tuning his approach, whereas Fury needs to focus on enhancing his footwork and displaying more flexibility in his tactics. Although he slightly favored Usyk, Torres acknowledged that Fury's strength and ability to adapt could still give him the upper hand in the rematch.
Usyk definitely won that first fight, but it was still a close fight. You know, there was like Tyson was doing his thing. I'm excited for the rematch. I've been just a fan of Tyson from an early age, and I've tried to mimic some of Usyk's style. So I have some skin in the game for both sides, but I'm just looking for a good fight. I think that Usyk kind of has a little bit more of a game plan now that he could double up on, and I think that Fury needs to kind of switch up what he needs to do. He needs to get on his feet more. He needs to box. He needs to kind of show a little different facets that he has shown before, but he needs to bring back. But I think it's easier for Usyk to double down than it is for Tyson to change. So I'm leaning a little more towards Usyk, but Tyson Fury, you know, he's a heavyweight. He's a puncher. He has a punch. He has a punch, and he can do what he needs to do.
Simon Jordan discussed the physical challenges Oleksandr Usyk faced in his first fight against Tyson Fury, especially considering the significant size disadvantage. He pointed to a crucial moment in the 6th round when Fury landed a powerful uppercut, gaining control from rounds 4 to 7. However, Jordan praised Usyk's resilience and ability to recover, highlighting how he regained control in the later rounds. He emphasized Usyk's mental toughness and technical skill, which enabled him to adjust and successfully implement his strategy despite the adversity.
What they both put on there, and you know, whoever won or lost that fight, or whoever felt they won or lost that fight, it was a tough fight. So you have to, you straight away you get that respect. You gain
both
that
of them
respect.
know it was a tough fight.
Yeah, of course
you
they
gain
do.
that respect.
Yeah. Do you go with the? I mean, I remember Frank talking after the fight, or maybe a day after the fight, saying he went into the dressing room after the fight and saw Usyk, and Usyk looked like he'd had more taken out of him.
I will definitely say that Usyk would have had to work a lot harder than Tyson Fury because of the size disadvantages, the size advantage in Fury's favour.
Dave Coldwell, on the other hand, pointed out that there wasn't much hype leading up to the fight, as Fury remained quiet while Usyk communicated through his actions, such as his outfit and efforts to raise money for Ukrainian soldiers. Coldwell highlighted that after losing the first fight, Fury couldn't rely on trash talk this time, making it clear that the rematch was all about business. He emphasized that Fury understands the importance of the fight and will prepare to the best of his ability.
Apart from the track that Tyson Fury walked out to, and apart from the outfit that Usyk walked into, there wasn't a lot to say, was there? There's never going to be a lot. If Tyson's in that mood where he doesn't want to speak much, then he don't give you much. And Usyk's Usyk, you know, he basically spoke without speaking in his outfit, and you know, the briefcase, and getting Tyson to sign that photo so he could raise some money for the Ukrainian soldiers and things like that. He was never going to get a lot, you know. It's just not. I think Tyson knows this time, whereas he was calling him names before the last one. Can't really do that this time because he got beat. You know, it'd look pretty silly if he'd be calling him all names under the sun after having got beat. So I think it's just business now, and he knows he's got a job to do and he's going to prepare to the best that he can to get the job done, really.
Mark Tibbs recommended that Tyson Fury take control of the center of the ring, keep Alexander Usyk on the defensive, and focus on landing his straight right hand, followed by an uppercut. He acknowledged that Fury had success in their first fight, but allowed Usyk to recover with a well-timed left cross. Tibbs stressed the importance of Fury winning the final round to secure a victory or draw, urging him to remain aggressive and stick to his game plan in the rematch.
Well, Fury's got to get Usyk really, he's got to hold the centre with him and get him on his back foot as much as he can, and he's got to get the straight right hand off before the right uppercut. In my opinion, straight one beats the uppercuts, and he's got to front hand him and back him up, lift him up, bomb. He was doing really well, Tyson, and let him back in, and Usyk got his left cross off, being a southpaw. He got it off, and I was like, oh. No, it could go downhill, and it did a little bit for Fury. He needed to win that last round, like big, yeah, to get a draw or the win.
From an outsider's perspective, Eddie Hearn acknowledged Alexander Usyk as the pound-for-pound best and an undisputed champion. However, he emphasized that Tyson Fury has a track record of proving his critics wrong and should never be underestimated in their upcoming fight, showing respect for both fighters.
And Alexander Usyk proved himself as the pound-for-pound #1 in the sport. Just a remarkable fighter, undisputed cruiserweight world champion, undisputed heavyweight world champion. And you know, every time I've bet against Tyson Fury, he's proved everybody wrong. So you can't rule him out in this fight. And all the respect for Alexander Usyk. We have to be Team Britain.
Tyson Fury's trainer, Sugar Hill, described the first fight as an exciting battle with both fighters showing aggression. While recognizing the disappointment of the loss, he emphasized the importance of using it as a learning experience. Looking ahead to the rematch, Sugar Hill noted that life lessons can lead to growth, ultimately helping Fury deliver a stronger performance.
And that's what made that first fight just such a great fight, you know, for boxing, period. Whether Tyson won or lost, on my side, I'm with Tyson, so obviously I'm not so happy about the loss because it was a loss, but the thing to do is just to learn from that and to get better.
What's the difference heading into a rematch, Sugar? What's the difference going into a rematch?
You learn lessons in life and you can make yourself better from that.
Sam Jones expressed his strong support for Tyson Fury, saying he has a lot of respect and admiration for him. He shared that while Fury might enter the fight as the underdog this time, he fully believes in Fury's ability to win. Jones was confident, saying he was 100% sure that Fury could get the victory, and emphasized how much he would love to see him succeed and get the job done.
The first one with Tyson Fury, I want him to. I hope he does. I've got so much time for Tyson. I'd love him to win. I think he starts this time as the underdog, but do I think Tyson Fury can win? 100% I do. I really do believe that, and as I say, I really would love him to get the job done. And
Ricky Hatton said Tyson Fury needs to use his height, reach, and weight advantages in the rematch. He felt Fury didn't do that last time, allowing the smaller man to control the fight. Hatton advised Fury to stand his ground, hit hard, and make full use of his physical advantages. He also emphasized the need for one clear voice in Fury's corner for focused guidance.
I think impose his height, impose his reach, impose his weight difference. I mean, all the advantages he has, he didn't use last time. When he allowed, you know, the smaller man, it's a good little man, isn't he? He's a good small man. But I think he allowed the smaller man to bully him around the ring. I'd be a bit inclined to hold my feet, hit him hard, use the weight advantage, use the reach advantage, use the height advantage that I don't think he used last time, and just have one voice in the corner.
Spencer Oliver confidently stated that Tyson Fury has the ability and attributes to turn the tables in the rematch. He acknowledged Fury's boxing IQ, but suggested that Fury may have underestimated Alexander Usyk, not just in terms of boxing ability, but also strength. Oliver pointed out that Usyk took the fight straight to Fury, which seemed to catch him off guard, taking Fury 4 or 5 rounds to adjust, which likely cost him the fight. However, Oliver believes Fury has the skills to succeed in the rematch.
In your opinion, can he turn the tide?
Yeah, of course he can. He's got the ability, he's got the attributes to be able to do that. You know, he's got the boxing IQ. I think that he maybe underestimated Alexander Usyk and his strength, actually. And you know, not just his boxing ability, but Usyk took the fight straight to him, and I think that took Fury by surprise. It took him 4 or 5 rounds to get into the fight, and that probably cost him the fight.
Paul Smith suggested that Tyson Fury could retire after his next fight, regardless of the outcome, as the anticipated bout with Anthony Joshua may no longer interest fans. He stated that Alexander Usyk is currently the top heavyweight, making the fight Usyk to lose. However, Smith noted that while Usyk is favored, Fury could still win, highlighting the unpredictability of the matchup.
I think it could be his last fight, regardless of what he does. If he wins, he could retire in the ring and be done, because I think the AJ fight's gone. I don't think anyone will want to see that now, with all due respect to both of them, in my opinion. But I think it's Usyk's fight to lose. I think Usyk's proven he's number one in the division now, with a lot, especially that given how well Dubois done. So it's Usyk's to lose, but it's not by all means a foregone conclusion. You know, I think Usyk is the favourite. I think Usyk would possibly do it, but wouldn't be surprised if Fury did it.
Tony Bellew predicted that Tyson Fury will lose more decisively in the rematch against Alexander Usyk. He explained that Usyk's defensive style, where he fights on the back foot, presents a major challenge for Fury, who struggles to control that approach. Bellew noted that while Fury pressured Usyk in their first fight, Usyk's strength lies in his ability to defend and counter. To defeat Usyk, Bellew said a fighter needs to consistently counter, feint, and outbox him round after round, something he was unable to.
But if I'm being totally honest, do I think he'll win? No. I think he'll lose again. And this time, I think he'll lose really, really clearly, because Usyk this time will go on the back foot. And that is the worst nightmare for for Tyson Fury, because that's one that he can't control. You've got to understand, Cougs, he pressed the whole fight. He walked the 6'9", 20-stone man down. He walked him down and bullied him. Imagine what he does when he fights to his attributes and fights to his best, because his best is fighting on the back foot. Anyone who studies and knows Usyk the way I know him, and I studied him, is you'll know that you've got to bring him to you, and that's the way to beat him. But you've got to counter him and feint, and you've got to be able to sharpshoot with him, you've got to be able to box with him, you've got to be able to offset him, but you've got to be able to continuously do all these things round after round. I couldn't, because guess what? I got tired. That was 6 rounds or 7 rounds of doing it.
Antonio Tarver emphasized that Tyson Fury must bring something new to the table. To maintain his current standing, Fury needs to win the rematch against Alexander Usyk. It's essential for him to shift momentum and set the stage for a potential trilogy where the true outcome could be determined. Tarver hinted that Fury might secure back-to-back victories if he makes the necessary adjustments.
I think we have to. We have to see something different. You know what I mean? If Tyson Fury want to really, save, not saying his legacy, but save where he's at right now today, he has to win that rematch. Vitally important that he flip the table on Usyk and make sure we have a trilogy so we can truly see, you know what I mean? Maybe Tyson win back-to-back fights.
Terence Crawford shared his thoughts on the Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight, expressing admiration for both fighters. He predicted it would be an exciting contest and wished them both the best of luck. Crawford ultimately congratulated the future undisputed heavyweight champion, regardless of who emerges victorious, for their remarkable achievement.
My prediction for the Usyk and Tyson Fury fight, both of them win. I like both of them. It's going to be a great fight. May the best man win, and to the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, congratulations.
So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.